Good morning and welcome to another YouTube video. It is actually Monday, the 5th of January. It is the first full week of January, so I thought this morning I would take you guys along with me on my morning and everything that I do to get myself in the gym, get myself feeling as good as possible and just stick to that routine. It is currently -3 degrees outside. So when I tell you, I mean, it's a beautiful day. Like I'm looking out my window now and it's like blue skies, sunshine, but yeah, -3 degrees. No joke. So when I tell you I do not want to leave the house because it is so cold, but I'm going to share some of the tips and tricks that I do pretty much most days to make my training as seamless as possible, make it as easy to get into the gym as possible, because let's be honest, sometimes we're super motivated to get into the gym, but probably at least 50% of the time that's not the case, and that's me being so brutally honest. Even as a coach, I feel exactly like that. But if you guys are new here, my name is Georgia and I'm a women's online health and fitness coach. I help powerhouse women step into their ultimate confidence, dropping at least 10 kilos of body fat, toning up and building a lifestyle that actually fits for them. And if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back and joining me in 2026 for another YouTube video. So with that being said, let's jump into it with the first thing that I always do, and that is we start the day in our gym stuff. I get up, I get ready, do my skincare, do my hair, everything, and I put my gym clothes on straight away. Now, obviously I appreciate that I am lucky, I work for myself and I work from home, so I don't necessarily have to be in any certain attire, but making sure I put my gym clothes on first thing in the morning, or if you are someone who has to wear a certain uniform or you have a certain dress code for work, lay your gym clothes out. So as soon as you get back from work or as soon as you finish working, you slam that laptop shut, they are literally there staring at you in the face. Now, the second thing that I always do in the morning to just make myself feel as good as possible and also just make my life a little bit easier later in the day, I will always drink a litre of water first thing in the morning. So I'm about 3/4 of the way there, and I will also stack this with taking my supplements at the same time. And that's another thing that I do just to make sure that I am feeling as good as possible 99% of the time. Now, obviously, I'm not saying that supplements are going to fix that. They are there to supplement what is already a good, wholesome, nutritional diet. But that is one of the other things that I do every single morning without fail. We get up, we get ready, we get the gym clothes on, we drink the water, we take the supplements. So those are my kind of like early morning non-negotiables. I've also just made myself a coffee, and I'm gonna have my breakfast in a little bit, and that will be my kind of like pre-workout meal as well. So I'll obviously run you guys through exactly what I eat. But first of all, I'm actually gonna go to the gym on, I suppose, what is technically my lunch break. I don't really have a set lunch break. It's more just when I can make time to have a break in my work and get away from my desk. And Monday is client check-in day 1, so it is my slightly busier day of check-ins. So that is what I'm doing now. I am currently sat under my heated blanket because I am that cold. So I'm gonna crack on with some work, and I'll check in with you guys in a little bit when I make my breakfast so you can see what I eat to make sure that my body is properly fueled for my workout. And breakfast is served. I mean, she doesn't look very aesthetic, but honestly, this breakfast is my absolute favourite thing. When I tell you I've literally eaten this breakfast through the whole of 2025, and it is definitely going to be staying with me in 2026. It's a very carb-heavy breakfast, which is obviously beneficial for my workout, but I'm also still getting some protein in, which for the first meal of the day is going to be important. It's still probably about 2 hours before I'm going to train, so this is a perfect time for me to be able to eat and digest everything. Just taking a quick break from client check-ins, gonna eat this, and then yeah, it'll be time to head to the gym. Okay, that is work done for the morning-ish. This is now, I suppose, what I would call my lunch break. So this is when I'm gonna go to the gym. Another thing that I also make sure I always do is have my bag packed first thing. My water bottle is in there, my headphones are in there, like everything is literally there ready for me, and also making sure that I know my program and what I am doing today. I have a coach who takes care of all of that for me, so that means that when I go to the gym I can literally open my program and follow exactly what I need to do for that day, knowing that I'm staying on track to my goals. So having a structure is also so key. If you don't have a coach that you work with, I would strongly recommend writing out your program and also keeping track of things like your reps, your sets from week to week, so that you can track that progression. This is something that obviously, as I said, I can do through my coach, and this is exactly what I provide for my clients as well. They have their training app which has all of their programs scheduled into the days that they usually train, and they can shuffle those around if they need to. Plus, when they go and do their workouts, they can fill out all of their stats, so when they come back to it, they know what they lifted previously, so that we can work to progressively overload on that. So with that being said, let's go to the gym. I am going to try and film for you guys today, but in all honesty, it's January, so I don't know what the gym is going to be like. I'll capture some bits if I can, but like I say, today is a lower body day, so I will check in with you guys after. And that is my gym session done and shower had, fresh outfit on. I am actually going to go and do a dance class later, so I'm actually still in gym clothes, but just fresh gym clothes. But today's session was good. It felt good. I've been having a couple of like twinges in my knee, specifically on like lower body days, but actually it felt really, really good today, which is amazing. I didn't film all of my session. I didn't film my isolations. I also did some abductions at the end of my session as well. And I also had some kettlebell swings in there, which I superset with my hip thrusts, that I didn't manage to film just because there was a lot of people in the gym and not really adequate space for me and my tripod. But yeah, feeling good. I'm gonna have some electrolytes now, which I always have either before or after my sessions. At some point during the day I will have some electrolytes, especially on training days, and I'm gonna get some protein in with my meal prep. Now that it's a new year, I can't lie, I'm so happy to be reunited with my meal prep because it has been a couple of weeks, but I've got chili con carne and rice. I am definitely very hungry by now. So yeah, that is my pre-gym routine to set me up for a solid session, and also just making sure that I'm organised and it's as easy as possible to fit into my day. So thank you guys so much for spending the morning with me. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful, and if you are interested on some more information on one-to-one coaching, then I'll put the application form down below. Just fill that out, and if we are a good fit to work together, I'll make sure I pop you a message and we can go from there. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.